What radio? The music you want.
With your host, Keys Dan.
Hey, don't hurt my hair, man. RadioWhat.com.
What's up, party people? It's Keys Dan with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming at you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time now. And if you need DJ services, please don't hesitate to go to DJLittleRock.com and find out how I can be at your event. Oh, yeah. Let me be your DJ. The events I got coming up this week. Well, let's see. On the 9th of May, I'll be at the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas from 6 to 9 for the family-friendly karaoke and video dance party. So bring the whole family to Russellville, Arkansas for karaoke time. Have some good food and some adult beverages if you feel the urge. If you need to loosen up so you can sing a karaoke song, please do. Please do. And on the 10th, that's Friday, May 10th, I'll be over at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. They have a full bar. They got pool tables. They got the kitchen open. And I think they serve breakfast later at night. So, yeah, if you stay late, you can have some breakfast sometime around between 11 and 1 in the a.m. They did that last Friday, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, yes, come sing a song. It's karaoke. Video dance party, and emphasis on the dance. You better dance because we got a nice big floor. It's a big room. And yes, you're going to have a good time. Come out to the Rab. Today on the program. So excited. So excited. I have, your girl, and if you are a girl, you might think you're a queen, but I have an actual beauty queen on the program today. Marsha Trammell. Oh, she is Miss America at Pure International Pageants, National Miss America. So excited to have her on. I don't know a lot about her, but I'm looking forward to speaking to her. And stick around and take a listen. Let's get her on the line. Calling Marsha Trammell now. Keys Dan, how may I help you?
Hello, it's Marsha Trammell.
Marsha Trammell? No way.
Yeah.
You're on.
Yeah.
You're on the podcast. What makes you famous?
Cool.
How's your day?
My day has been awesome. Wet and rainy. And just good.
Well, people throw that word awesome around. How was it awesome? Take me through today, Marsha Trammell's day today.
Well, I mean, if you want to get technical and you have to be honest about it,
I do.
It really wasn't awesome, but you have to make it. So if you say it's awesome, you say it's awesome enough, then your mind believes it's awesome, so therefore it's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I smile through it. I know if there's pain in life, I smile right through it. And that
there you go.
It does. It keeps me happy. I know that all of your pictures online are always smiley faces. You're always happy. And I know that people can't be happy all the time. And I know that you've had tragedy recently. And if you want to get into that, we definitely can, because I'm sure the listeners would be kind of interested in that. And people go through hardships all the time. But that's entirely up to you.
It was very tough. We had a kitty that she was 19 years old, and we've had her since the day she was born. She was actually born in our youngest daughter's dresser drawer,
Wow.
Which I know that's weird, but and I literally I've had this cat since, like I said, since the day she was born, and she had such a big personality. And I know they say that it's just an animal, but y'all, animals have personalities, and those of you that know animals and have had animals, you know this. She would, every morning, she would get up with me, and I would go, and she would want to drink the water out of the sink. So I would have to turn the bathroom sink on for her every morning, and so she could get her a drink of water. And she would see it, and she would like to put on makeup with me. So every morning she had her own makeup brushes.
What?
So she would put on her blush, and she would put on her eyeshadow, and then she would be fine. She'd be done. But she just all of a sudden took a turn for the worse, and she just, I mean, it was literally one day she was fine, the next day she wasn't.
Oh, you spend 19 years with any living thing, it's going to become a part of you. You get real attached, and a little kitty cat. What kind of a kitty was it?
She was just a mixed house cat. I mean, she really didn't have a breed name. She was just a standard stripy kitty.
Yeah.
She was pretty. I used to tell her that she was practically perfect in every way.
and she was a big part of your life. And I'm sorry she's gone. You said on Sunday that she passed away?
On Monday, yeah.
Oh, on Monday. Oh, yeah. Well, these are the things of life. These are parts of life. And with tragedy comes comedy as well. So I guess we can go to a happy part of life. Usually on these podcasts, I like to start at the beginning, where you're from, and then where you are, and then where you're going. So we could start with where you're from. Where are you from, Marsha Trammell?
Okay. I live in Marshall, Arkansas. Right now, we moved here about 5 years ago, and oddly enough, my mother's family is from here. So, yeah, it was, we actually lived in Clinton, which is where I grew up, and then my husband's work brought him to Marshall, and, yeah, all my family's from Marshall, so it was pretty interesting, pretty neat. So, but I'm kin to everybody here. So,
so Marshall's a pretty small town.
It is very small. There's 1,313 people.
All
here.
Your best friends?
No, I mean, I tell everybody I love everybody.
Sure,
and I treat people the way that they treat me.
Yeah.
So, if somebody says, oh, I don't like that person, it depends on how they've treated me. I'm not going to judge anybody based on anybody else's opinion of them. So,
right. That's the Roy Rogers thing. Never met a stranger, I guess, or only friends you've never met. I like that philosophy. Yeah. I like it a lot. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Here's the small animal in the room. I'm not going to say it's the 800-pound elephant in the room, but Marsha from Marshall.
Yeah, I know. Everybody says that. I'm Marsha from Marshall. Yes, I know. And not only that, but I get the Marsha, at least once a day.
Okay, for all the kids out there that don't know, the Brady Bunch was a show back in the 70s. They also made movies in the 80s, and Marsha was the main character, or one of the main characters, the oldest girl.
Yes, she was. And I don't know, my parents I think they doomed me. I mean, it was just like, are you kidding me? I was the only Marsha in school. So, it was like everybody else had these awesome names, like Christy and Heather and Erica, and my name was Marsha.
Yeah, but you were born just before the Brady Bunch, so you couldn't have been named after the Brady Bunch unless... Well,
no, I wasn't. I was actually named after my dad's favorite cousin, so that helped.
Hey, dad's favorite. So you were destined to be dad's favorite.
Well, I'm dad's only, so...
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you, any brothers and sisters, and you've already answered that question. All right, so...
Yeah, I'm an only child.
All right, so what did Dad do, since we're talking about Dad?
Well, he was in the military. He is a retired airborne ranger with the Army. He had over he's going to kill me if I get this wrong, but I believe it was 132 jumps.
What?
Survived I believe it was 3 helicopter crashes.
Well, I think he survived them all.
Obviously. No, he was in 3.
Yeah. How many crashes did he survive? All of them.
All of them. Yes, all of them. But he's a tough old bird. But now he just kind of sits back and relaxes and enjoys life. Him and my mom have an insurance business now, and actually he's the man behind the curtain. Literally, he just kind of sits back there and he likes to play on Facebook. So
hey, that's good. Yeah, enjoy those years, because nobody's going to be on their last day saying, "I wish I'd have worked more." Nope.
I know, right?
Nope.
But my mom's like the glue, that holds the whole family together. Even though I'm an only child, we have a really large family because my husband and we have 5 children and 8 grandchildren.
Cool,
and
get it. All right.
My mom is like, she really is she's the glue. So
excellent. So what did Mom do? Did she work while you were growing up, or is this a late in life thing?
No, she did. She did work while I was growing up. She worked at an oil field, not an oil field, but an oil refinery, maybe. I don't know. It was a place. I was so little, I couldn't remember, but it was a place we used to live in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, okay. So you haven't always been in Arkansas.
No, because my dad was in the military, so we jumped around.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But yeah, she did that. She did the stay-at-home mom thing for a while, and they built a network marketing business that, just boomed, and they did very, very well with that, which they're still involved in. And then now she's,
great.
Doing insurance. My parents are extremely active. Even though my dad plays on Facebook a lot, they're still extremely active. So my dad says that that he will never retire. He will never stop. So he's just going to keep going.
I feel the same way. The reason I started this podcast, I know it's going to take me all the way to the end, and I'll be learning about people and learning what people do and how they came to be. And that's pretty much what I want to know about you. Because
you got.
What's that?
You've got to learn every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and dream. You got to have a dream.
So
a man without a dream is a man that's dead. So make sure you always have a dream. Always reach for something.
That is super. Oh, my goodness. Now, this is like alluding to the things that you're doing right now. But we'll definitely get to that. We have some time. So you were born in Clinton and raised in Marshall for the most part, or you say you moved around a lot?
We moved around a lot. I was actually born in Fort Benning, Georgia, at Martin Army Hospital. Yeah. And then we moved to, oh my goodness, we moved to a bunch of forts all over, all over the United States. Like I said, I was so young, and it was like we were jumping around every 6 months a year, so I really don't remember every one of them. I know we lived in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and then Fort Benning, Georgia, of course, I know, knew that one.
Yeah.
My dad has been different places than what me and my mom have. It's
and done lots of jumps. So okay, the song that the Airborne Rangers sing. Do you know it?
Something about. Oh gosh, there's a few, and actually. My dad's ringtone when he calls me is one of them.
I want to be an airborne
ranger. Yeah, that one I know. Yeah, and then there's another one that's like a cadence.
Okay.
Right, so they got a bunch of cadences. Some of them you can actually say, but some of them...
Sure, some of them are not for mixed company.
No.
Very good. All right. So dad's a tough bird. Mom, she's the glue of the family. And they're both in insurance now.
Yes.
Now, is that a tough job? As I ask about insurance sometimes. My best buddy down in Fort Lauderdale, as that's where I'm from, is South Florida, and he was in the insurance game, and it seemed like he always, the first part of the conversation, hey, you need insurance? That was always the conversation starter. Is it a hustle, or do people just come to you after you're established for a while?
It's a little of both.
Okay.
I mean, to keep your business alive, you've got to make sure that people know what you do, and everybody needs insurance.
Sure.
People don't think they do, but they do, and because if the insurance, what you've got to think is, it's not like, take for instance, life insurance. It's not for you.
Sure.
It's for who you're going to leave behind. And a lot of times whenever somebody hears the word insurance, they're thinking of themselves whenever they really need to be thinking about their family.
Right.
Instead, they don't need to be thinking about themselves.
No, life insurance definitely seems to be something that needs to be thought of at any point, especially if you get married and you have children. You have to take care of them after you're gone, for sure. So is this combined insurance?
Combined insurance is what what I worked for. My husband used to work for it, but now he's a sheriff's deputy. But
okay, what are the parents?
That's the one I work for.
What's the parents' insurance company?
It's called Island Financial Group,
and that's out of Marshall.
No, they live there in Clinton, and it's an independent insurance agency. So they have several different ones that they do, and they do everything from property and casualty to life, med sup. My mom, they do farms and cattle. They even insure cattle and horses, and she can insure dogs.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, shout out to Mom and Dad at Island Insurance, right in the middle of Clinton, Arkansas. Why Island?
My parents love the islands. They love Hawaii. They've been there several times, and that's just what they stuck with.
Okay, yeah, I'm from an island too. I stuck with Keys Dan because I'm from the Florida Keys. Key Largo was where I lived.
Okay.
So
I wwas wondering where that came from.
Well, I made the website years ago, and there's almost 1 million pages on it, so there's no turning back now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you can't change it now.
So, all right. So that's Mom and Dad. And how about your upbringing? Grade school, was it several different schools over the years?
Yeah, it was up until about third grade, and then third grade it was Clinton, and that was it. All the way through Clinton high school. So. Well,
that adds some stability when you go through. Now, did you have a lot of friends in school?
Nah, not really. Honestly, that's part of my thing for wanting to do pageants and for wanting to get my voice out there. I was bullied a lot.
No.
Yes, I was bullied every day. What? Every single day, I was bullied.
How so?
And, people would pull my hair. They would make fun of me. They would call me names because I have red hair. I have freckles.
Oh,
and
I love red hair and freckles. There, I said it.
Well, and the thing is whenever you're older, people are always like, oh my gosh, I love your red hair. Oh, I love your freckles.
For sure.
As a kid, being redheaded and having freckles is like you got a target on your back for some reason. I don't know what it is. Yeah. And as I got older, I had to get braces, and then I had to get glasses. So I was redheaded, freckle face, glasses wearing, brace face.
So adorable. So adorable. Yeah. As an older man, yes, you were so adorable. My goodness.
It was horrible. And I would get shoved in lockers, and I've gotten egged before, like like me, not my vehicle, but me. I've gotten egged before, tripped, pushed, spit on. It was bad. It was extremely bad.
It sounds bad. Was it one particular person or a group of people, or?
Yes and no.
Okay, 'cause Clinton's a small town too. Go ahead.
It is. It sure is. And I did have one particular person that made my life a little bit miserable, but it's because of that one person that I strived to achieve where I am today.
Do you still know that one person?
Do what?
Do you still know that one person?
Well, I know them, but we don't talk.
No, I get it. I wondered if you've made peace or if that one person still is in some kind of contact or if you still keep it.
No, actually, probably about 10 years ago, I saw that person, and they were just as nice to me as they possibly could be. And, of course, I reciprocated,
Sure.
People because
grow up.
Like I said, yeah, of course. Like I said, I forgive, and I'm very easy to forgive, but like I said, in the same sense, that if I hadn't have been bullied or treated the way I was in school, I may not have been where I am today. And of course, my dad, he was my parents both were a big influence on whenever I was growing up.
Yes.
On positive, keeping a positive state of mind and always staying positive and looking for the good. And, man, I can remember whenever I was in high school, my dad, he would make me read a positive self-help book every week, and I would have to make a report on it.
I imagine it was torture at the time, but now...
It was torture, yes, but now it's like, I understand it. And then whenever anybody's like, do you know any good books? I'm like, yes. You got to read something by Napoleon Hill.
No,
you got to read.
You cut out a little bit. Say it again. No,
do what?
I'm sorry. Say it again. You cut out a little bit. Say it again.
Oh, like you got to read some. I would tell people you got to read something by Napoleon Hill. Or you've got to read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I mean, that's a really good book if you've never read that one.
And what are they about?
Well, Napoleon Hill, he's like a positive guru. I mean, just about anything that he writes, it's going to lift you up. It's going to build you up. He's got lots of books out there. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that is basically about managing money, but it also has a positive impact.
I'm looking at Napoleon Hill, American self-help author, best known for Think and Grow Rich, which is among the
Think and Grow Rich.
10 best-selling self-help books of all time. And he was born in 1883, died in 70. So, wow, of all time. So, that does sound like a good book to read, good person to read.
It is. And if you've never read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, you need to read that one too.
Heard of it over the years.
Yes, I've read that book, I think, probably 10 times.
Okay. All right. So we got your basics. Dad's teaching you how to help yourself and overcome adversity. So giving you the right tools. So all right, through your grade school, you didn't have a lot of friends. You got bullied a lot because of the red hair and the braces and the freckles, which are so adorable. But okay, kids, don't mess with those little girls, especially the little redhead girls, because you're going to fall in love with them later in life.
That's right. Or they might punch you, which I've done on a time or two.
Well, good. You could defend yourself. You had army, airborne dad. So yeah.
Well, he told me to.
Yeah, definitely take care of yourself. All right, and I'm looking at your picture on Facebook. You got the Rivet Rosie pose, which is yes, excellent. Be strong, women. Be strong.
That's right.
So we're going through after high school. Did you have any activities that you did in high school? Any extracurriculars?
Yes.
school?
Oh gosh, yes. I was in high school. I was in the band. I was the flag line. I was in the band.
What'd you play?
The marching band. I played the flute and the piccolo.
Hey, that's nice.
And I was in the flag line.
Mm-hmm.
I was in dance.
Yeah.
Yes, I was in Girl Scouts.
Excellent.
I was in basketball.
Excellent.
I was in softball.
Well-rounded.
I was in track.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I did pageants.
Oh, you did that from, when was your first pageant?
I believe I was 3 years old whenever I first competed in pageants.
Little adorable girl in the pageant. Yeah, with the probably still with the little diaper on. No, this is just me.
I'm not sure. I may have been. I don't know. Mom said it was a while before I got potty trained.
Okay.
She had to use Winnie the Pooh to help.
So, do you still play an instrument?
No, I don't.
Boo.
I do still have my flute.
Hey.
I pull it out maybe once a year, but I don't play it.
You remember where to put your fingers at all?
I do.
Well, good.
And I
don't
can
lose
still
it.
read music. No, yeah, I can still read.
Good. Okay. Still dancing?
Actually, I just closed my studio down
What?
in July of last year. Yes, I was having some health issues
Gotcha.
where I had to close. So.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a dance studio. See, I never know where these conversations are going to go.
Yeah.
So you had a dance studio?
I did, yes.
From when to when? I mean, when to last year?
Well, let's see. We started in 2015 is whenever I opened up my own studio.
That's
now,
cool.
I taught for several other dance studios throughout the years before that. And then my husband encouraged me to open my own studio, and so I did. And it was so awesome. But then I started having migraines really, really badly. And it just got real stressful, and the heat and the bouncing up and down or whatever was just making it worse.
Well, you got to take care of you first. That's
Exactly.
ultimate, and before you can handle anybody else. All right. So you were dancing from a young age. When did you start dancing?
I started dancing whenever I was 3 years old.
Oh, okay. So you were doing this for
I was 2.5.
So you were doing this for the pageants. What tools did you have in your toolbox when you were a 3-year-old pageant girl? What was the talent? What talent did you have?
Oh, I have no clue. I don't remember that.
I know people tell you. My mom probably bragged about you several times.
My mom. I really don't even. She just told me that she just started putting me in pageants because of my shyness. I was really, really shy.
Okay.
And then she put me in dance because I was extremely clumsy.
Okay.
So, and then, hey, I'm still very clumsy. I mean, I am probably the clumsiest person you will ever meet. But when I fall gracefully.
Yeah. Land in a split.
Yeah.
Wow, she came down like a feather.
I know. Yeah, it's awesome. But no, oh gosh, I'm so clumsy.
Okay, so you were dancing for most of your life and
yes.
playing music throughout the high school, at least for the marching band, and doing, you said, flags and Girl Scouts. How was that? Yeah. How did that treat you? As I think I made it to Weeblo. I never got to Boy Scout. I did the Cub Scout, the Weeblo, and then I just fell away.
Yeah.
How was your Girl Scout?
I loved it. I was like the top cookie salesperson every year.
The Boy Scouts don't have a mirror to that. We don't have. I know. We don't sell anything.
Y'all don't. That's so awesome. I haven't even thought about that. Girl Scouts are just cool. But
well, everybody looks forward to those cookies.
They do. They do. But the thing is like, everybody, they look forward to them, but then they get upset because they sit there and eat the whole box. I mean,
Well, that's me. I don't eat any cookies ever, but if I do have cookies, I eat the whole box.
I know. That's so. That is like everybody. I mean, that's how I am too. The Thin Mints, I have to like put them in the refrigerator because they're really, really good that way.
I either eat no Oreos or the whole box. Okay, so you were the top seller. Well, that's got to be something that made you a hero to the other girls, or did they look at you mean?
Oh no, it was awesome because you get like whenever the troop does so much, then they get to do certain things. So
Hey.
you get whenever you go to camp and things, you get to like you get to have your own campfire party or something like that. So it's a team effort. It was a group effort thing, but yeah.
So you were able to have some extra privileges because you sold more cookies.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
deal.
So the whole troop won.
See, it's nice to have a reward. I'm not all for the everyone gets a prize. Maybe that's just me.
For me neither. Oh gosh. Yeah. No.
Compete, strive to win, strive to be better. You should always have that winning attitude. Hey, if you don't win, don't be a sore loser at all. And if you do win, don't be a sore winner. I'm with you on that. But if you do better than anyone else, you deserve an extra prize. A little treat.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Well, good. All right. We're on the same page there. We'll see if we get any feedback on this one. No, everyone should have a prize. My child participated, and they should have a prize.
Okay. Now, see, a participation thing is different because whenever we were kids, you got like a certificate of participation, but not everybody got a trophy.
You got that right.
Life is hard, and if we teach our children that everybody's going to win, that's just setting them up to fail.
That is correct. And that so far that's the best words of wisdom. I'm getting gems here. You're giving me gems. I like it. So all right. So we're in high school, and how all right. Once you get out of grade school, do they treat you a little better in high school?
No.
Oh, boo.
No. Yeah. No, my graduation day, I got shoved into a locker on graduation day.
No bullying. No bullying. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. That is so terrible.
But it's okay.
Yes, it is okay. It's okay. You got through high school. It wasn't the best experience, but you had your own little achievements. So how
But
often?
I did have. Yeah, and I did have some really awesome friends.
Yes. Okay, good.
I didn't have a bunch, but I did have a few, and they were awesome.
That's all you need is your handful. And I still only have really the handful that I can count on right now. Do you still know any of your high school friends or your school friends?
Oh, yes. I sure do.
Oh, that's great.
Sure do.
Okay, so
we keep in touch, and we even see each other, so.
All right. So let's get into your early pageants. Since you are a queen. Some people can say they're a queen, but you are a queen. And so 3 years old was your first pageant. Where did you go from there?
Well, I know that I just competed in a bunch of pageants, and I never won anything. I mean, I never even placed.
Okay.
Never. And I remember my most fondest pageant that I had, which was just a blow to me, was whenever I competed for the Miss Clinton pageant. Whenever I was a senior in high school, and it was me and another girl.
What year did you graduate?
And in 1992.
92. Okay.
Yes.
You and another girl.
Yep. Me and another girl, and we were in the pageant, which was really low numbers for that year, because usually the Miss Clinton pageant was huge.
Right.
And I was so excited because I was like thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I'm going to at least come home with a first place ribbon or trophy.
Right.
I may not win the crown, but I'm going to get a first place ribbon or trophy.
I'm so excited for you already. Yeah, go.
yeah, so, we competed and we had talent and we had we had the formal wear, and then they called us on stage for the crowning, and they just crowned the winner, and I got nothing.
What?
I know.
Out of 2, you came in 0. What?
I know. I was so disappointed.
No, that had to be devastating.
Do what?
That had to be devastating.
It was. It really, really was. I was so devastated. I was like completely disappointed because I was like, I knew this other girl would win because she was so good. She was very, very good. She was a pageant girl too.
Sure.
But she definitely was better than me.
Well, you recognize she had some talent or she had one thing. I don't know if she was better or worse, but she had something.
Absolutely. But still in the same sense, I thought, I'm going to get something. I'm going to get a first place trophy or ribbon.
Yes.
But I got nothing. I was just like,
awful.
Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. So
I quit.
All through your years. Okay. You quit what?
I quit competing at that point.
Okay.
And then in 2017, my awesome, wonderful husband, the county that we live in, Searcy County, had their Searcy County pageant, and they introduced a Mrs. Division that year, and I was like, it's been a long time since I've done a pageant.
Yeah,
and I said, what would you think about me doing that? And he said, babe, if you want to do it, you go for it.
Your hubby said, hey, I got a hottie. Yeah, let's show the world.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm speaking for him. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit. After high school, did you go to college or what did you start doing?
I got my degree in, I was a certified vet assistant. And
animals.
Yeah, and got that. But then I never did anything with it. My dad and I we had raised American Pit Bull Terriers. And so I kind of just used my knowledge for that. Because we were raising pit bulls, and they needed their shots and they needed their wormer and they just needed, overall care. But there was some things, that I couldn't do. So we would take them to the vet whenever they needed to be taken. But it saved us a lot of money, being able for me to be able to help them with that. So
yeah, it was nice to have that knowledge in your back pocket. That's another tool in your toolbox. All right. So,
and I am a huge pit bull advocate.
Hey.
Huge. I love the breed. They are awesome animals. They're misunderstood.
Sure.
They're amazing. They're amazing dogs.
Yeah, I'm sure they reflect the owner. That's how they're treated. It's a reflection.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we got the vet degree. Didn't use it, but you did have the best cared for animals in your own household for sure.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So where do we go from after college?
Well, let's see. That's whenever we started having kids, and
so you got married back then?
Started living, just started living. So,
Oh, so you got married right after high school or right after?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, high school sweetheart or college sweetheart?
Not really. No.
Oh, okay. So how did you meet?
Well, we actually met. Me and my husband met at a restaurant where I was his waitress.
Hey, that's cool.
And it's pretty awesome. But we weren't supposed to fraternize with the customers, and he kept asking me for my number, and I was like, no, I don't,
That's kind of a bold move, hitting on the waitress.
Well, and see, no, that's how he is. He's very persistent.
Well, that's good. He knows what he likes. He knows what he wants.
Yep. He's very persistent.
Okay.
And I was like, nope, I'm not going to give it to you. I had never given my number out to anybody.
Right.
And finally, my friend, she was like, just go ahead and give it to him. What's the worst that could happen? She said, if it comes down to it, you could always change your number if you need to. So, anyways, I finally gave in and gave him my number. Well, then after that, he said, "Hey, let's dance." And I said, "Well, we're not allowed to."
Okay.
So he goes to my boss, which was the owner, and he's talking to him, and the owner, he calls me over. He said, "Marsha, come here," and I'm thinking, "Oh, crud, this guy's done got me in trouble. I'm going to be fired." And he said, "Hey, I need you to dance with him." And I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "We can't do that." And he goes, "Well, I'm your boss, and I say dance with him." Fortune
favors the bold. That man is bold.
Yes, he is. So I said, okay. And then, he's like, all right. So I danced with him. And, of course, he kept saying, "You're the prettiest girl I've ever seen." I said, yeah.
How sweet.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, right. This guy's crazy.
He's kind of a hunk too, and you love the way he looked too, I'm sure.
I did, and to be honest with you, it was actually my friend's turn to wait on that table, and I traded her table so that I could get his table.
Wow! All right, you hear it, hubby. You hear it. I don't know if you've ever heard that story before. You heard it now. She's loved you at first sight. How about that?
I don't know about that, but I sure thought he was cute.
Yeah, it's nice how things work out that way. And you've been married ever since, and you've had some children.
Yes,
a lot of children.
We have 5 kids together.
5 kids. That's great.
Yeah, and we have 8 grandbabies.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Yes. They're all of our kids are grown, of course.
Sure.
Our youngest son is graduating college in just a few days.
Wow, that's great. So, I mean, you've definitely instilled your values into them, and it seems like, I don't even know anything about the kids. What are they doing? But
they're rotten.
Oh, okay.
They're rotten.
All right.
Yeah, let's not sugarcoat the kids.
Okay, I mean, that's your kids, and then of course the grandbabies. You're supposed to.
The grandbabies are awesome.
You have to spoil them, Rodden. That's your job. All right, so the hubby and you and I'm seeing motorcycles, and I know I sound like some kind of a mind reader. I'm seeing motorcycles. Is this something that you do?
Yes.
Motorcycling. I see you're pictured on a Harley. Is that your Harley?
That is mine and my husband's Harley. He drives, I ride, and he does it, but he does not. I tried to learn how to ride a Harley myself and drive one myself, but I scared myself. My best friend, she helped me.
Oh.
It was quite comical. I never did fall. I never did wreck, but she literally ran beside me, beside the bike, so that if something happened and I started to fall, that she could help me. She could. I don't know if she thought she. I know.
She's risking her own life.
She was, but my husband was laughing the entire time. But anyway, yes, it is a Harley Street Glide. Her name is Raven.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we love her. She is actually our vehicle for ministry, so that we can go out and talk to people about the love of Jesus.
Oh, cool.
Help to save souls. Yes.
Is this something that happens often?
all the time.
Oh, okay.
Almost every weekend we are on hire. We've actually got a big ride planned this Saturday.
So a lot of long rides and a lot of preaching on these rides?
Well, we are a part of Christian Motorcyclist Association.
Okay.
My husband and I actually formed our chapter here in Marshall. We're called the Sons of Thunder.
Great.
And what we do is we go out and we just ride. And if somebody looks like they are in need, we go and we help them. We go to rallies and we just kind of mingle and talk with people about Jesus. We don't ever push anybody into anything, but we have our vest, and on the back of the vest, it's got our patch, which is the Christian Motorcycle Association patch.
Sure.
And just about, if not all, motorcycle associations, clubs, or organizations recognize the CMA patch.
That's cool.
And if we are at a rally and someone is in need of prayer or a bike blessing, they'll just come up to us and start talking to us. And we talk to them, just talk to them. And then if they bring up, hey, I need my bike blessed, it kind of opens the door for us. So a lot of people in the motorcycling community don't get to hear about Christ because most people aren't going to approach people that are in the motorcycling community because, it's a stigma. People, it's like the normal person is afraid to go and approach a motorcyclist.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Well, it's loud. It's pretty ominous. A group of guys and gals wearing leather. It is a little intimidating, but
it sure is.
But go on.
It sure is, and but we go in and we have fun no matter where we go. I mean, it's not about how many people can we, win for the Lord. It's about that one. So if we can go from now until our dying day and only touch one person in our life for the Lord, that's enough.
Well, that sounds like a calling right there. It sounds like you're doing the work, doing the job.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
So much fun.
All right. And then you take long rides on the bike, or do you trailer it?
Oh, no. We've never, ever trailered her.
No. Okay.
No way.
What's the longest ride?
We ride in the rain.
Yeah.
We ride in like 24-degree weather, and whenever you're on the back of the bike, it's like negative something feeling.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Bundle up, girl. Yeah. Bundle up.
Yes. We haven't been on a really, really far ride yet because.
What would you consider a far ride?
I would consider a far ride going to Sturgis.
Yeah, anything more than 20 miles sounds like a long ride on a bike.
No, well, our bike is really comfortable, believe it or not, and we have a backrest that you can actually you can take the sissy bar off and stick the backrest on, and it's heated and all that. So
so you got it made back there. You're falling asleep. You're just cruising.
Yeah, and I do fall asleep, and my husband yells at me for that.
I'm up here working, riding up here, and you're just enjoying yourself. Well, that's good. And sounds like you're making a good use of your motorcycle. And I see it's all black chrome.
Yes.
There's no silver chrome on it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the black chrome.
Yes, both of us, my husband and I both, our favorite color is black.
Yeah.
And
it's very slimming. I like it too. Okay, so all right. Well, I think we can get. I think we can get into pageants. I think we. What kind of work are you doing now?
Well, I am working with Combined Insurance.
Let's talk
right
about
now.
it. Let's promote it.
I just started. Okay, awesome. Yes, I just started back, and I used to work with the company about 7 years ago, and worked there for about a year and a half. And then my husband got the call to be the police chief here in Marshall, and so we moved.
When?
And that's whenever he. This was we moved in 2015, and he was police chief until last year.
Hey, all right,
So,
that's great.
Yeah. And anyways, whenever we moved here, that's whenever, I said I wanted to do the studio, so I did that. Well, now I've went back to Combined Insurance. Let's see, my first week in the field was the first week of March.
Well, the page that I'm on, it says it's out of Chicago, Illinois.
It is.
Is there a local office, or is there a page for the local office?
Yes, there's a local office in Little Rock, but we are all like our offices are our cars.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we schedule appointments, through the phone, and sometimes the office will send us what they call leads.
Yeah.
We have active customers that we can go see like that. But it's a supplemental insurance company. It has accident insurance, accident and sickness, cancer, critical care, life policies. It's got a new one called a Sick Pay Plus, which pays like day one benefits when you can't go to work, even if you're off for 3 days because of the flu.
Yeah,
it'll pay you those 3 days. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like that it's flexible for you as well. It seems like you wake up and you could start working as soon as as soon as the teeth are brushed and you had some breakfast. You get to work as long as you have a computer and a vehicle, right? Yes.
Well, they actually provide us with iPads. It's a pretty good company. Combined has been around since 1922. W. Clement Stone actually founded the company. And we were bought out by Chubb, which is the world's leading property and casualty insurance carrier. We were bought out by them. I can't remember. So,
but they treat you good. They treat you nice.
Yes, they do. It is an awesome company to work for, and we're looking for new agents. So, if anybody is looking for a job, yes.
Right. Okay. All right, now we know what you do for a living to keep the rent paid and the roof over your head. Let's get into the pageants.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said 2017 was your first one?
Yes, it was my first one back.
And your husband said go.
And he said go for it. So he was a big supporter. He actually told me which dress to wear.
Yeah.
And and he was there. He goes to everything with me. He is like my number one fan, my biggest supporter.
Excellent.
He has a shirt that he had made that says, "I carry the gown, she wins the crown."
Yeah. That is great. Sounds like you have a very good relationship, and
we do. He is like my very best friend.
Excellent.
So,
excellent.
But I won that one. And
2017, you won.
Yes.
What was the title?
Yes. It was Miss Searcy County.
Yeah. So, all right. So 2017, you got it.
Mm-hmm. Then I went on to the State Fair pageant. Had to go on to that one and competed and got first runner-up in that one.
Oh, cool.
The lady that won that one, she is one of my good friends, and she was awesome. Yeah. I was like, I got a really weird question for onstage question.
Okay.
I mean, I have, like, everybody else's questions were, what would you do if you win the lottery?
Sure.
Let's see, what is your biggest fear? And mine was, do you think professional athletes get paid too much? when my husband said whenever he heard that, he's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah. What would you do if you won the lottery?
If I won the lottery,
Yeah,
that's so simple.
just a quick question. Yeah.
Yes, I would have tithed first.
Okay.
I would have given to my charity. I would have given to CMA. I would have given to the animal shelter, the local animal shelter.
Sure.
I would have given to Via Lobos Pit Bull Rescue.
Okay.
And it's there in where's that place? Where are they at now? They moved. They are in Louisiana.
Okay.
And then, of course, I would have paid off my parents' bills. I'm a big giver, so I like to do things for people. So I would pay off my parents' bills.
That's a question that guidance counselors ask, and whatever you would do with $1 million, especially as a 17-year-old coming out of high school, whatever you would do, that's what you should do for your job. If you say, "Oh, I'd travel," well, become a travel agent. Oh, I'd do nothing. Well, strive for that, I suppose. But or I'd go to an island. Well, okay. There's whatever you do. I think at the time I was going to start a radio station. I said, "Oh, I would start a radio station," and they said, "Well, you should go into radio." And I said, "Okay," and I did.
Boy, that's something. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's a question that guidance counselors ask. What would you do with $1 million? Okay, so what was your answer for if athletes get paid too much? What did you say?
Okay, first, after the semi truck ran over the already injured deer.
Oh,
so I could not tell you what I said.
Okay.
I have absolutely no clue because
world peace.
I know it was. I wish I said that.
I don't know what to say. World peace.
I was just sitting here thinking, "Oh my gosh!" Because no matter what I say, I'm going to make somebody mad.
Right.
And and I think that was probably what they were going for. They were probably going for how would she react in this kind of in this situation. They wanted to see what I was like under stress.
I think all contact sports are wrong. People shouldn't beat each other in the head. That would have started something, wouldn't it?
I know. Well, see, I don't know anything about sports, but my husband's like my wife. There was people around him. It's like my wife doesn't know a hockey puck from a football. I mean. Well, this is the wrong question.
Okay, full disclosure. I worked at Sports 93.3, The Source in Little Rock. It's not there anymore. I worked with Wes Moore, Michael Smith, Pat Bradley, Clint Sterner, all these great Razorbacks and sportscasters. I know nothing about sports.
Oh my gosh!
But I learned a little bit while I was there. But I still have no interest. I'm a Dolphin fan, I guess. I like the Miami Dolphins because that's where I'm from. I have no idea how they're doing.
My parents actually had a friend that was the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins in the 80s.
Wait, who?
No, I think his name was Mike something. I don't remember. I met him one time.
Oh, okay. He might have been one of the backups. I know. Dan Marino was the head guy, and before that, it was Bob Greasy was the one in the 70s when they won they went undefeated in 1972, and that was a big deal.
I think he was. Now it was in the 80s. Was in the 80s whenever I met him, so he may have been in the 70s. But I remember he was really, really tall, really, really big, and he had black hair. That's how
they all look. They're big dudes. It's great. All right. So no to sports. We don't like sports.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Dancing.
All right.
Dancing's a sport.
Dancing, for sure. I even took dancing in school. My coach in swimming told me, take dancing. Okay, no problem. Yes. Did it. Yes. Enjoyed it. All right. So pageants. We came runner up in the next.
In the state. Yes.
In the
state fair. Arkansas State Fair.
Okay. And where do we go from there?
All right. Well, then a few months later, I got a call that asked if I wanted to participate in the the Pure International Miss Arkansas pageant. I was like, okay, this is like a state title. It's a huge deal.
And this is affiliated with Miss America?
No, this is not like MISS. This is not like the Miss America.
Sure.
Okay. Because
still a big deal.
Yes, there are different. There's different pageant systems out there.
Yes.
So yeah, but this is Pure International. It is a international pageant system, which is a worldwide pageant system that is represented in. They have every country can be represented. So
yeah, I'm looking at their website. International, love it.
Yeah, yes. So anyway, I was approached about that, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, it'll be fun, and that's what I was thinking. It'll be fun, you know. So I told my husband, and he's like, all right, sure, babe, yeah, whatever you want to do.
Oh.
Well, it was a weekend long competition, and anyway, you had to do interview and intro, on stage introduction, and then of course the formal wear, and then you did another category called modeling, where you basically just model an outfit that you choose. It's just whatever you want to do.
Cool.
And I won.
Yay!
Yay!
And this is just last year?
This was last year. Yeah, this was last March.
Excellent.
I won the Miss Arkansas title.
And what do you have to do?
Well, from there, I went on to compete for the Ms. America title last June. Yes,
that's great.
So yeah, it was awesome, and it was in Orlando, Florida.
Hey, I lived there for about a year.
Did you? Yeah, that's right. You're from Florida.
Yeah.
You're from Florida. But it was in Orlando, Florida, and there was ladies from all over the country, all over the country.
I'm guessing 50 or 51.
I don't remember. I don't know how many states were represented. I know it wasn't every state.
Sure.
But anyway, we competed. That one was a week-long competition.
A week-long, wow.
A week-long. So you do the easy ones, which are photogenic and portfolio. Because
easy for you.
and then there's runway print model, which is you're one-on-one with a photographer, and he first of all, he tells you how to stand, and then after that, he's like, okay, now it's up to you. And so then you have to figure out how to stand and position yourself, and he's just clicking away. So, I mean, if you have this weird, awful look on your face, the judges are going to see it. So it's like something you really have to work on, and you got to plan out.
Oh, so he's not, the photographer's not, love the camera, show love to the camera, go.
No, he's not. He doesn't say anything. He's just there clicking away.
So this is all you. Okay.
This is all you, yeah. And then I competed in talent.
Yes.
And
what's your talent?
My talent was clogging because, of course, dance teacher. So, yeah,
that's
my talent
cool.
was clogging. Yeah. I loved it. It was one of my favorites. I love to clog, and I love ballet. So, and I figured, well, everybody else would be doing ballet, so I'll clog.
Yeah. So, how'd they respond to that?
They did it. Whenever I was up there on stage, I don't know if the judges were from around here, so they really didn't understand, I don't think, what clogging was. I couldn't get a smile out of them.
Is it a room full of people or just a few judges?
Oh, no. You're in front of the audience.
Oh, so you did have a whole room full of people.
Yeah, like hundreds of people.
Hundreds of people. Okay.
Yes.
And 5 judges, 3 judges?
There was, I think there was 3 at that time.
3 judges and not a crack of smile. No.
No. And that's really, for me because, I'm naturally a performer because, dancing.
Yeah.
You want people to smile.
You have to read the crowd. Smile, yes.
Yeah. Whenever they didn't smile, it really freaked me out. And so I remember thinking in my brain, they hate me, they hate me, they hate me, they hate me.
No.
But I just kept on going. And that, like, later on, one of the judges was like, I love that. And I was going,
you didn't show it.
You didn't show it. Yeah, it was after the pageant was over. She said, I love your quality. I was like, you didn't show it. And I wish if they just would have smiled, I would have felt so much better. But anyway, that's one thing about judging. I like to, whenever I judge a pageant, I like to smile if they're doing good.
Give a little feedback to the people, yeah.
You have to not doing good, because that takes a lot of guts to get there on stage. But anyway, then there was runway, which is basically you are in an outfit and you just walk down a catwalk and walk back.
Is this one of the outfits that hubby picked out?
Yes, my husband picked out all of my outfits.
Yes, he did. Oh, that's great.
He's really good at that. He dresses me.
You have a dresser. That's awesome.
I do. I have a personal shopper.
Yeah, that's great. All right, full disclosure, I took fashion marketing back in high school too. I made my own clothes for a fashion show, so I'm familiar with fashion. But
that's pretty cool.
I don't think I could pick out clothes for a pure international Miss America.
Yeah, he's awesome. Because he just, I don't know, he just knows. He just knows. And, I think I know what looks good on me, and I put it on, and I'm like, oh, I love this. And then I don't get any compliments on it whenever I wear it. But
and he's, no, darling. Does he put on that? No, darling. That's wrong. It's all wrong.
Well, and then I put something on that he's picked out for me, and that we've bought, and I go out and get compliments all day.
Oh, that's great. He's got a good eye. That's so good.
Yeah, and so anyway, and then I competed in the formal wear, and competed in interview, and competed in onstage introduction, and anyway, we had a bunch of parties. It was a bunch of fun, a bunch of food, and anyway, that was a lot of fun. And then I made it to top 5, which I didn't. I was shocked there. The girl behind me, she actually had to push me because whenever they announced my name, it didn't register.
Wow! So you really weren't even expecting it that much.
No. Oh my gosh, those girls were so awesome.
Yeah, but you're so modest. I can tell. You just don't know.
I don't. I'm my biggest critic.
Yes, and I think that's as you should be. Yes.
Yeah, that's probably how that's how everybody should be. But those girls were they're just so whenever you watch them and you talk to them, they're so eloquent, and they're very poised, and just they were just beautiful. Every single one of them had something different to offer.
Yeah,
every one of them. So anyway, and then we just it dwindled down, and it was just, and I was thinking, oh, this is so awesome because I'm going to bring home, the 4th runner up to Arkansas. This is so cool. And my director had already told me, state director had already told me, never has a Ms. Arkansas brought home top 5.
Right.
And I was like, awesome. So we've already won,
Yeah.
Even if I'm in top 5, we've already done it. And then they just kept dwindling. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And, I'm going to bring home 3rd runner up. And then it was like, I'm going to bring home 2nd runner up. And then it was just me and this one other girl. or lady.
Yes.
And she was just, she was absolutely beautiful.
Sure.
I'm talking just beautiful. And just the sweetest, most gentle soul. And she's like, she looked at me and she said, you know, this is your year. You've got this. And I remember I was like, shut up. No, it's not. But whenever what they do is they announce her name, the first runner up. And then they said, we're going to announce first runner up, and one left standing is your new national queen. And when they announced her name, I almost fainted.
It is your
on
year.
The video. Yes, on the video you can see me going down, and she's trying to help me hold me up.
Oh, sweetie! Oh, that's so sweet. Wow.
So I won the International Miss America last year.
So good.
Yes, it's been it's been such a hectic year.
And this is you wearing the white dress?
That is me wearing the white dress, but that was during crowning for the Ms. Arkansas pageant from this year. Because I had to give up my Arkansas crown because I was still, even though I am Ms. America, I was still also Ms. Arkansas.
Oh, that's great.
So I had to give up my crown this year, and so that's what that's from.
So as the pageant, as Miss Pure International Pageant Miss America, what kind of activities are you doing around town? I know that you're an avid person against bullying for sure.
Yeah.
But what's your platform? What is it that what kind of causes do you go around to, or what do you do?
My platform is, of course, Christian Motorcyclists Association.
Yes.
Working with the CMA, like I said, we've got that big ride this weekend, and we do. I do a lot with that. That's my main focus. I also. And
you're doing all this as Miss America. I mean, as Miss America, or as Pure International Pageant Miss America. What? This is one of the activities that's official to that.
Yes, sometimes I go in an official capacity, and sometimes I do not. There's certain activities that I go to that I represent Pure at, and sometimes I don't. So it just depends on it just depends on me. It depends on what my directors asked me to do. It depends on just what have I got to do, and is this something where I can actually help out, or am I just going to be there, kind of thing.
Okay. All right. And I'm wow. I'm speaking to an actual beauty queen. I'm so excited about this. And this all happened just this last year, and I'm wow. Yes. Wow. All right. So I'm noticing one more thing on your social media. What's Monat? M-O-N-A-T. Is that something?
Oh, it's Monate.
Monate.
It is, yes, Monate. It is a all-natural hair care company.
And that's something you're involved in too?
Yes, I absolutely love it.
Well, promote. Do it.
It is making flashes all over. It is in the U.S. and Canada. It just opened in the U.K. And it is, let's see, back in 2014. It started with 11. I believe it was 11. Or maybe it was 17. I can't remember. I'm fairly new to it. So,
okay.
But it started with 11 representatives, and now it's got 1,700 or something it's huge. And what it is, it's just all natural hair care. It is GMO free, paraben free. It's also cruelty free, which, as you know, I'm a big animal advocate.
Yeah, so you are.
It is. It's cruelty free. But not only that, but it it is being known to regrow hair. They've got a product that, let me see, what is it called? It's called Rejuvenate Oil.
Yeah.
And that product is like, it is helping to, I don't want to say cure, because this doesn't, cure, but it does help with things like scalp psoriasis and eczema, and just it helps your hair. It mends your hair and helps it to grow thicker and longer. And being a pageant girl, we all want some awesome hair. And
you have awesome hair, red hair.
I try.
Dig it.
I'll try to, and this product is really, really helping.
All right, Marsha Trammell. Shoot, we've gone over an hour already.
Wow.
What other things do you want to tell the people?
Well, let's see. Oh, I'm also a Battling Betty.
What's a Battling Betty?
Yes, Battling Betties. They are awesome. Shout out to my girls. We are a pinup troupe.
What?
That promotes PT, or helps to promote awareness for PTSD. Also, we support the police officers, the firefighters.
Spell Battling Betty.
Do what?
Spell Battling Betty. Oh, Battling Betty's Arkansas. I'm looking at. Oh, there it is.
Yes. And we just go around and we are bringing back the 40s and 50s nostalgia.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really, really awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Whenever I do a 50s theme party, I love it. That's the greatest music. It's so much fun.
Oh, absolutely. And the veterans love it. Veterans love the Vietnam veterans and the World War II veterans, and everybody loves it.
Look at the Battling Betties all dressed up like the 40s.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. All right. Well,
yeah.
I'm definitely putting all these links in the show notes so people know how to find you.
Awesome.
How do they find you, Miss Marsha Trammell?
Well, I've got Facebook under Pure International Ms. America, and it's MS America.
Yep.
And then I'm also on Instagram, and that is ms.america.pure.
America.pure. All right.
And then, of course, you can send me a friend request on Facebook.
She's such
Marsha
a friend.
Yes, I love friends. I love to connect with people from all different walks of life and wherever you're at and whatever you do. Different religions, different ethnicities. I don't care. Like I said at the beginning, I don't judge people. By anything other than how they've treated me.
Yeah.
And in essence, if you do that, you're not really judging anybody.
No.
So.
Well, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. I never know where these are going to go, and I'm so happy that I've learned so much more about Marsha Trammell and pageants and motorcycles and Christian Motorcycle Association and combined insurance and and of course Miss America. She's Miss America at Pure International Pageants National Ms. America.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and I'm competing for the world title.
What?
End of June.
No way.
Yeah.
That is great. And where's that?
I've been really working. It's in Orlando, Florida this year. And they're, holding it there. I'm working really, really hard. I've been practicing since September.
Practicing what?
For this. Oh gosh, you have to practice your walk. You've got to practice You got to practice like interview questions. You got to practice your intro. You've got to practice all your speeches, and there's just so many things that you have to practice and prepare for. And I'm having, like right now, even as we speak, I'm having my international gowns custom made.
Yeah.
My national costume is being custom made. It's a big undertaking.
So do professional athletes get paid too much? There's a very loaded question at the end of this podcast. And the deer's in the headlights once again.
Yes.
Smacked by the truck.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Any last words to give to the people?
Yes. Dream big.
Yay.
Just dream big.
Thank you, Marsha Trammell. I'll definitely. I'm so happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. What makes you famous? You're already famous, especially with that loving husband and your beautiful children and grandchildren. That's what makes you famous, right there.
Oh, thank you. My husband is just he's the world to me. He's my.
Well, thank you once again. Thank you so much, and we'll talk later.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me on. I had fun.
Bye for now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Party people in the house. Oh, my goodness. Such a good conversation. We talked a lot about a lot of things, and she is such a happy, well-rounded person, and it's family. And I fully believe that she had it instilled from an early age with mom and dad and putting those good values in, and now she's a great wife and mother and grandmother and just, yeah, that Marsha Trammell, it's good to know you, and thank you so much for being on the program. What makes you famous? Yes, you have a great life and just great things happening in front of you because you do good things for other people, and good things come to those who do good things. I fully believe that. Call it karma, call it whatever. It's you doing, and she's a Christian, so she's doing Christian things. That's what Jesus would do, is go out and help people, and she does it on a Harley Davidson. It's beautiful. So look her up on Facebook. You'll right now she's making the Rosie the Riveter pose, showing the bicep with her crown on, but her header is that black motorcycle. Such a beautiful bike, and she's a beautiful person, and so good to have you on the program once again, Marsha Trammell. Thank you very much. So if you'd like to tell your story on my podcast, What Makes You Famous, you could tell your story. Everyone has a story. Give me a call at 501-470-6386 or email info@radiowhat.com. That's it for the program for right now. Stay tuned, stick around, subscribe, and you'll hear some more people telling their stories. And thank you so much for that. I'm learning so much from people, from you people. What does he mean by you people? This is Keys Dan with the RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.
Radio What, the music you want. Hey guys, this is Shelly G with a fast fact. The Beatles song, Martha My Dear, was written by Paul McCartney about his sheepdog, Martha. Do you have a fast fact? Share it with us at Interactive Radio, RadioWhat.com.
Hey, Keys Dan. What you doing?
My line.
I'm playing the best music by request 24 hours a day. Click on the request tab at the top of RadioWhat.com.
RadioWhat.com.